Hey guys, how are you? Good morning. Welcome to couponing, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is that you watch this video. But this is Splint Rose from Welcome to Couponing, and I just decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on my journey with me. I have not been couponing as much as I did in the past, and the reason being is that I'm trying to get my blood pressure under control. And I've been going back and forward to the doctor, uh, trying to bring this blood pressure down. And what does he do? He just prescribes more medication on top of medication. And thank God I have my husband there with me because he is my biggest advocator. And he advocates for me. And he said, well, doctor, why does she have to take this one? And it says this, that, and the other thing about that particular medication. So, I've taken medication, but it's not working. And then it seems like as soon as I hit 70, that's when my blood pressure went out of control. But really, that's not what happened. I know what happened. I had gone in to see the doctor and taken a blood test. And he told me, well, a lipid blood test, and that counts how high your cholesterol is. And so he told me I had to take Crestor for it. And I normally don't like to take statin drugs because Crestor, the generic name is Lovastatin. And any of those statin drugs, I'm telling you, you guys got to watch out for them because they cause other things to happen to your body. And so I really was on the way of healing my body and taking care of myself. But once I started taking that statin drug, my knee really started hurting all over again. My ankle, where I had the problem, where it had opened up the kid. Remember, I was in the park and the kid had ran into my ankle, and it opened up an old wound on my ankle, and I went through years of trying to get it down or trying to heal it, and finally it got healed. But when I started taking the rovastatin, it started acting up again. So I stopped the rovastatin after 3 months. My husband had taken the rovastatin for 1 month, and that's the only reason I took it is because my husband took it, and I know that he does the research on these things. But he stopped after a month because it had him feeling some kind of way. But anyway, I took it for 3 months, and the last time I took it was August 23rd or either 24th of August. That very next day, my blood pressure went out of control. It was saying like 210, 220, and even, so that was the systolic or the top number. Then the bottom number was saying like 110. I was so scared. I was really, really scared. I didn't know what the heck was going on. But anyway, me and my husband got my blood pressure down because it seems like it goes out of control at night, like when it's late at night. So anyway, we got it under control. But I told my doctor that I stopped taking that pill, and he didn't say anything. He more or less started sending me for tests on my kidneys to make sure that my kidneys were functioning properly and that it wasn't causing me any kind of medical issue. So thank God everything came back relative to my kidneys. And I just took a test last Friday, I believe it was. And it's on the adrenal gland that runs through the kidney. So I didn't get the results back of that yet. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, the reason I have you on here is that I have changed my eating. I don't eat as much as I used to eat. I if I have a whole sandwich, I won't eat the whole sandwich. I'll eat half of that sandwich. Excuse me, I got to get a tissue. My nose. Okay. Excuse me. I'll eat half of everything. I won't eat after a certain time, and I go out for walks. I'm trying to be more active other than just couponing. I'm trying to be more active. So actually, when I finish eating, I'm going out for a walk with my husband. But look, I changed my diet. This is oatmeal and berries. It's good. Well, what do I put in the oatmeal? Well, my husband, he puts flax seeds in here and honey, and he cooks it with the honey in it. He cooks it with the honey in it, and it's delicious. I eat this every morning. I've been doing, excuse me, I've been doing this for a while. We have to know that what keeps our bodies needing medication and things like that is the stuff that we put in it. So it's what we put in that affects what happens within our body. So there's oats and oatmeal, of course. And as a kid, I loved oatmeal. Every morning before we left out of the house, my mother made us oatmeal. So I've been eating this oatmeal, and I've gotten diligent about it. I eat this oatmeal every morning. And it might be a morning in between where maybe I will make some eggs or something like that. But I am honestly thinking about going vegan. I really, really am. I've been watching this young lady on Facebook. Her name is Tabitha Brown, I think it is. And she makes some delicious, delicious meals that are vegan meals. So you cut out all the meat. And what we have to know, and a lot of times we don't want to hear it, is that the chickens, cows, pigs, for those that eat that, and the meats that we eat, we don't know what's being fed to the animals. We don't know what they're being fed. We know that there's so many people in the world, and just think about in the United States, or if you want to zero in on just the state that you live in, there's so many people. And how did they produce the meat and stuff so fast? Well, they have to give these animals some type of hormones and things that cause them to grow expeditiously, which means really fast. And so we don't know what's being put in those animals. We really don't. I was in California visiting my son, and they have a cow farm, and it's first of all, it stinks. It stinks so bad. And just the fact, okay guys, I got a call came in and disconnected me. But anyway, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying, but as I was saying, the foods that we eat, I was talking about the cows. So I was visiting my son in California, and they have a cow farm out there. And when you ride by there, it smells something terrible. And just to think that this is what you're putting into your system. And we know that in order for them to feed all these hungry people in the world, they have to do something to speed up the growth of the animals. So I say to you, just be careful with the things that you eat, because as you eat, that's who you become. So, excuse me, just be careful. We know that, I think it's in the book of either Deuteronomy or Leviticus, where it talks about the types of foods that you should eat. And that was given to us for a reason. And I know that a lot of people are going to plant-based foods, and I think I'm going to be joining them, going right along with them, because I want to live. I don't want to infect my body with foods and things that I should not be eating. So I got a big family. I got 17 grandkids, getting ready to have a great grand. And I want to be here for them and for my sons and for my husband. So I know I have to make a change, and that's why I went to eating this oatmeal every day. With berries, and it is good. I'm not kidding, it's good. My mother used to fix us oatmeal every day. And I even have flax in here. I know my mom used to use those flax seeds when we got stuff in our eyes. It would just clean it out, and whatever was in your eye would be gone, and then the little seed would come out around by the side. But anyway, guys, I want to share with you because you are my rosebuds, and I want you to be healthy too. I know a lot of you have told me that you've been sick or this, that, and the third, but I'm going to tell you, if you change your eating habits, stop eating all of that meat, and start eating more plant-based foods, you will do better. I guarantee you that. And you see this on my wrist. This is my high blood pressure meter. So I have this one and I have another one. I bought this from CVS. I also have another one. And I monitor my blood pressure. I don't want nothing to surprise me. But guess what? Whenever my pressure goes up, I can feel it. It'll be right here in the back of my head. And I ain't got no business feeling nothing in the back of my head, do I? Okay, guys, I don't want to say too much. I don't want them to ban my video for talking against medication. But I am one that don't like medication. I'll take my supplements and stuff like that. Like my son, he sent me this. This is called burdock root. If you're interested, you could just look it up on the internet. But this opens up your blood. It promotes blood detoxification. It promotes healthy circulation. That's what I need. And it supports overall health and well-being. He ordered me this. And he also ordered me, let me show you, because I did take it one time and thought I was having a fit. He ordered me this. It's called Cell Fuel 102. And it's sea moss powder herbal blend. He told me to use it with orange juice and cinnamon and put some other things in it, but I haven't done it yet. I tried to sprinkle it one day on my oatmeal. I almost threw up. It was disgusting. It tastes just like something out of the water, out of the sea. That wasn't my cup of tea. And I don't know how much he paid for this, but it's just sitting here. And it's probably going to do good once I start taking it. But I don't even drink orange juice because that's too sweet. But I'm going to get some orange juice and make a drink out of it. He said that's the way he can stand it. So he drinks it. And he said he lost 29 pounds doing it. And he's not big to start with because he was an athlete. He was an athlete. And he, knows about keeping himself in shape. All right, guys. Get your oatmeal. Get your oatmeal. And don't get the quick one, the one in the packets. Get the fresh oatmeal that you make on the stove. So it's good. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Splint Rose, signing out. And eating healthy for life. Okay, bye-bye.